Hi, friends and fellow Disney fans. My name is Jamie.
And I'm Brad.
And this is the Jamie Thomas Show.
Welcome back. We haven't done this in a while. Today, we are talking about and doing an overview of the Disneyland Hotel. We want to let you know all of the information about this wonderful hotel and whether or not it would be a good fit for you. So stay around and check it out.
Today, you guys, we are talking about the Disneyland Hotel. It's definitely a special place in both of our hearts, right? Because I know for you, Brad, growing up, it was kind of like the bucket list.
Yes. My family, we could never afford to stay there. Yeah. My parents were wonderful. They took us to Disneyland several times, but it was always, we can't stay there. It's just way too much money. And we finally got the opportunity to stay there, and it was just the dream for me.
Yeah, what a magical moment, hey?
Yeah, oh, totally.
And not only that, we got to stay club level. So it was like, whew, even better, hey? Yeah. But amazing time. Probably one of my favorite hotels, probably just because of the nostalgia. If you are a Disney fan at all, you love the history, you love the parks, you're going to love this place.
This was the first official Disney hotel opened in 1955. That's a long time ago. I mean, we're talking over 50 years. This hotel has been around entertaining guests, and again, Walt had a hand in it, and so you can sense the magic the whole time you're there. So at the Disneyland Hotel, there are 973 guest rooms. That's actually quite a bit, and it has 3 towers that those rooms are divided in between. You have the Fantasy Tower, you have Adventure Tower, and you have the Frontier Tower. Of course, these are all an homage to those lands that are so precious and historic at Disneyland. And the theming in those towers is really obvious. So we'll start with the Fantasy Tower, or the Fantasyland Tower. When you walk, this is the main one, the entryway. When you walk in, usually there are different kind of themed murals right as you enter. To your left as you walk in is your foyer, your sign-in area, and right away you can sense the Disney magic because a lot of the tables that you can wait around are actually the spinning teacups.
Yep, but they don't spin.
They don't
even
spin.
Better. You don't get sick sitting in them.
No puking. It's awesome. And right away too, you'll see a little bit of the Disney amenities and making sure the place is wonderful for families. You've got all of these interactive tables that are there that have kids' games on them. Our kids went to them immediately and started playing. Now, scattered throughout the Fantasyland Tower, you've got, of course, a lot of decorating, theming from Fantasyland, and also just pictures from the history of the park. Really, it feels like a museum, but a fresh, modern museum. Really fun.
And then the next tower is the Adventure Tower.
Adventure Tower. That's what we had the opportunity to stay in. We loved it. As far as decor, you've got kind of like the models from Adventureland, specifically like animals that they made for the Jungle Cruise. A lot of pictures from this. And then in this particular building is your club level access, which we'll talk about later on in the video.
And also the signature suites.
The signature suites, which are incredible. We'll get to those. But that's what's got, it is kind of the smallest of the 3 towers when you walk into it, but it does have those incredible amenities, and it's got a beautiful view of the fireworks. We'll get to that, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Then you also have, after the Adventure Tower, you have Frontier Tower. Frontier Tower, very large, feels a lot like, as far as scale and scope, the Fantasyland Tower. Right in the middle, when you walk in, you've actually got this giant model of Thunder Mountain. It's really, really cool. It takes up a huge space. And again, just with every one of these towers, you can feel the Disney magic. Let's talk about pools and amenities as a whole.
I love the pool.
Yeah, this is actually maybe the selling feature for this hotel versus the Grand Californian is the pool. It is the best pool on property.
Absolutely.
By far.
Yeah.
You have the E-ticket and the D-ticket pools right next to each other. Both are incredibly large. You have several hot tubs. And then you've got
the monorail.
The monorail themed slides.
Yeah.
They're really big. They're super fun. It's just a great pool.
And the pool over there, like the monorail area, it's very shallow, which is just great for people with little kids you know.
Where the pools are at is right by your Trader Sam's Enchanted Tiki Bar, and they actually have people coming and serving at the pool, which is really,
and you
really
can
awesome.
actually order from the pool Trader Sam's menu. So you can order the special drinks there, you can order the special food there, and bring it down right to the pool.
Well, this is a good segue actually to talk about food, and let's start with Trader Sam's. Trader Sam's is incredibly popular. It's kind of world famous. Not only just because it's a bar and a tiki bar that's at the Disneyland Hotel, but it's so well themed. When you go inside of it, when you order certain drinks, there's actually interaction, and like a volcano goes off. I mean, if you're staying at the Disneyland Hotel, you've got to check out Trader Sam's. And that's actually kind of what inspires your Mickey ears right now. That's kind of like the writing style, and it's so cool. And then on top of it, what is the top of your Mickey ears there?
It's a Dole Whip.
It's a Dole Whip.
It's not a yellow piece of poop.
No. That's like the emoji. Dole Whip, one of the only places actually you can get a Dole Whip outside of the Disneyland park is at the Disneyland Hotel, and specifically at the quick service location that is right there beside Trader Sam's, and it is called Tangaroa Terrace. So that's your quick service spot, but the main thing they're famous for is, of course, selling those. So it's right there, right beside the pool. Both are fantastic. You can't miss them. Lots of other great eating options, though, outside of just right beside the pool. First, you have Steakhouse 55, very famous restaurant, very original, was built very early on in the days of the Disneyland Hotel, and we ate there.
Good steak.
Wonderful steak.
Yeah.
A little pricey,
Yes.
but if you're in for a good steak, it's the best steak on property. Again, it feels like a steakhouse, very dark. You got lots of pictures of famous people who have ate there through the years. If you're having an anniversary or a special event, or you just want a good steak, great place to eat. And then right next door is Goofy's Kitchen, where you have, character dining. And so great dining options. You also have a coffee house that's on site that's really good for grabbing other quick service stuff and coffee.
We didn't try that because we were in club level having Richard's famous coffee.
I actually did walk through it.
Oh, did you?
I just didn't eat there.
You don't drink coffee.
No, but there's video you're probably seeing right now of it. It's there, it's a place, it's kind of a quick service. But that's all of your food options. Very quickly, I think it's worth talking about your shopping. Your shopping options aren't huge here, but you've got two main stores in the Fantasy Land Hotel. Your two stores are called the Fantasia Shop. That's your big one. It's got all your, if you've ever stayed at any kind of a Disney resort, you know what their shopping is like. They have not a lot of stuff, though, that was specific to the Disneyland Hotel. I was a little disappointed about
Well, I kind of feel like the gift shops weren't that great, but you're steps away from downtown Disney. So it makes sense. Like anything you really want is going to be outside in the downtown Disney area. That's where you're going to find all those special, unique things.
They also have a smaller shop there called the Small World Gifts. It is, again, designed like Small World. Really kind of cool. But it's small. Trinkets, things you need, sunscreen, diapers, that kind of stuff. So let's talk about the location of the hotel in proximity to the parks. What's the distance like to downtown Disney, all that kind of stuff. Obviously, it's right by downtown Disney, but it's on the far end. You effectively have to walk through the entirety of downtown Disney to get to Disneyland or the California Adventure Park. There is the monorail, which is the station's really right when you enter into the downtown Disney area. But the difficulty with that is you never know what the lineup to get on the monorail is, with the timing of the train, if you are going to miss one of the trains. It's really, you just never know. So compared to the Grand Californian, this isn't as good of a location.
No, and it is important to note, too, that the Disneyland Hotel is outside of downtown Disney. So when you are walking to downtown Disney, you do have to clear security.
I did want to add to what you just said. There's kind of a rumor that is always circulating. Well, the Disneyland Hotel is farther than a lot of the hotels that are good neighbors that are right across the street. Technically, this is true. With that being said, unless it is a day when the park is a ghost town and no one is going, you will still get to the parks quicker if you were to leave at the same time from the Disneyland Hotel versus a good neighbor, because getting through security, the only real hotels that are going through that entrance are the Disneyland Hotel and Paradise Pier. That's really it. And so you get through security incredibly quickly, whereas if there's any kind of busyness, you're going to be waiting a while to get through security on the other end of downtown Disney.
Absolutely. That's a really good point to put in.
Well, let's talk about the rooms, the room categories, what you can get when you stay there as far as, where you're actually staying. Your standard room is the first one we want to talk about. These range from 425 to 475 square feet and are actually among the largest for a standard room of your 3 major Disney hotels that are on property.
There are 4 categories within the standard rooms. There is the standard view, which would just be views of the parking lot, nothing to write home about. Then there is the deluxe view, which would feature views of the pool. Then you have premium view, which is also views of the pool, slightly better views of the pool.
If that matters to you.
And then you have the premium downtown Disney view. So that is going to be your view overlooking downtown Disney.
That also looks towards the parks, and depending on where you're at in the building, it could have a view of fireworks, things of that nature.
Likely, right?
Yeah,
so depending on the angle.
So the rooms are beautiful. We loved them. I have a link in the show notes to actually our room tour that we did while we were there. But there's so much that can be said. Again, just hints of pixie dust magic all in the room. Pictures of the history of the park. What did you think, James?
A lot of people say that it does need a renovation. I personally felt that it is great. They could do maybe a soft goods refurb where they do away with the carpet. That seems like most of the resorts are getting rid of carpet, and maybe changing up the curtains and tile a little bit. But other than that, honestly, it's great even the way it is. I loved it.
Yeah, I didn't mind it. I can stay now after when I compare it to other Disney resorts, things of that nature.
Yeah.
I think I do like some kind of a laminate hardwood versus the carpet. The carpet is what kind of dates it to me.
Yes.
And then the entertainment center versus what some of the newer places have regarding the television and things of that
Absolutely, nature. Yeah. If you're comparing it to the Grand Californian that just had its refurb, you can tell Grand Californian is a little bit more, would you say sleek and modern.
Yeah.
And Disneyland Hotel though, I don't want them, if they do the refurb, I don't want them to overhaul it. I just want them to do you can, just a little bit with it.
There's a richness to
great
it.
How
there
it is.
Really is a richness to it, and I don't mean that in the finance. It's just there's a warmth that is different from the Californian, and I love the Grand Californian. I think you like that hotel maybe a little bit more.
It's actually my favorite.
For me, I like the Disneyland Hotel a little better. But one of the things I don't want it to lose is that warmth, and so I think making sure the bed is raised so you can fit your stuff underneath it, getting rid of the carpet, and then the entertainment system. Other than that, I wouldn't change much. I actually love the bathrooms. I love the Mickey hands holding the lights.
Obviously, though, the best part about the whole room is the light up headboard.
Oh, absolutely.
You can't get more magical than that. Being able to go and touch it and seeing fireworks above your head.
Yeah. While songs play.
Yeah.
It's just the perfect way to end a day at Disneyland.
Absolutely.
Is looking at that headboard. It's pretty cool.
So Disneyland Hotel also has suite options. Sweet.
So
sweet. They have a 1-bedroom junior suite, so that sleeps up to 4.
Absolutely.
Then you have the 1-bedroom family suite.
Oh, yeah.
So this is not junior, this is family.
Family.
And that sleeps up to 6 adults.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
It's good for a large-sized family.
But just wait, Brad.
There's more?
If you have even a bigger family, you can get a 2-bedroom family connecting suite. Sweet. If you have even a bigger family, you can get a 3-bedroom family connecting suite. If you are wanting to know about the room configurations, feel free to contact me.
Jamie.
Not only though Do they have that?
Stuff. Yeah.
This is the best part.
This is the best part.
They have the signature
suites.
Oh man. Like, so if you want to go like a rock star, and I mean that, like rock
Johnny
stars,
Depp and those types of people stay.
Yeah, that's where they stay.
Yeah.
Our room was on the same level as the signature suite. So we would walk by, and when housekeeping was in, they'd have the room open.
And we'd peek our heads in.
I was like, what's going on there?
They'd be like, get out, get out. You gotta go, you. Don't stay here.
What are the options for signature suites, Brad?
You've got the Big Thunder Suite, which, I mean...
Big Thunder Mountain.
Exactly.
Yep.
Spoiler. You have the Adventureland Suite, and you have the Mickey Mouse Penthouse.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so again, Rockstar, if you have just thousands to blow, enjoy.
Yeah.
And if you do have thousands to blow, contact this girl and book your vacation through her. Her services are free. The other thing we have to talk about when we talk about the rooms...
Club level.
Club level, or
club
they call it the e-ticket level.
Yeah.
And
that's the lounge.
That's the lounge. It's in the Adventure Tower.
Yeah.
We got to stay there, and can I tell you, best experience of my Disney life.
Club level includes breakfast. It also includes snacks throughout the day, and includes evening appetizers and then evening desserts.
Yep.
And adult beverages. So if you want adult, if you want a beer or a wine or something like that, you can have it. And also shout out to, what was his name, Richard?
Richard? It was actually Richard. Yeah,
it was Richard. I will
the
never forget his
best
name.
maker of iced coffees ever. When you're there, ask him to make you one. He'll make it for you. And that we would every day we would leave with a beautifully made iced coffee that was the best ever. So good. Then from the lounge at night, you can watch the fireworks, and they pipe the music in. They bring the lights down low every night. Every night that the fireworks are going. Wonderful experience. Great view. Perfect view from where you're at. And then, of course, you're at club level, so you have concierge right there in the club level that can help you with any ticketing issues, figuring out how to
dining,
all that kind of stuff.
I'm telling you, once you include, the food, the adult beverages, everything that's included with it, you're getting a really good value.
We definitely ate our money's worth.
Yeah. Let's talk about perks too, staying on property.
Oh yeah.
So for perks, every single day you stay at an on-property location, you are going to be getting early entrance every single day.
That's right.
So if you're staying at a good neighbor hotel and you buy 3 days tickets or more, you get one
day
early entry. Yeah. That's all. But with on-property, Every single day,
one of the parks is open for early access.
And that makes a big difference. And the other benefits are you can actually send your packages right to your room. So instead of having to carry
something around.
Yeah, and carry it around all day, you can just, send it right to your, well, I shouldn't say to your room, but to the hotel.
To the hotel.
And then you can pick it up at the hotel. So that's a huge perk
big time.
There. And also the other thing is you can charge things to your room. Yeah. So if you are interested in a Disney vacation, make sure to contact me. My email is jamie@clickthemouse.ca, or you can contact me through the website, which is www.clickthemouse.ca/Jamie.
We hope that this video has helped. If it has, give us a like, subscribe, because we have content coming out like this all the time. Leave us a comment, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.